So today I'm going to talk about 3 reasons to retire as soon as you can.
Rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light.
The first reason is going to be time. So spending time with your family and friends, time is valuable. And if you've been working for 30 years or even 20 years, whatever the length is, you've probably have spent most of your time working, and a lot of times that requires long hours. Maybe you work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. You're focusing on your work, but a lot of times maybe you had to neglect your family and friends in order to achieve success in your field, whatever that may be, or your job. So time is something that you can't replace. So as you get older, let's say maybe you're in your 60s or 50s or 70s, you've got to kind of come to the realization that your time is limited. And so time is an important factor on deciding when is the right time to retire. The second item on here that I wanted to touch on is health. And this is so important, so if you can be honest with yourself and take a look at your health right now and ask yourself, where is it? Do you feel healthy? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have diabetes? What is your health situation? How healthy are you? Because if you're not healthy, and as you get older and you get into your 60s, I guess really, in a way, I'd like to say that age doesn't matter, but I believe it does. So when you're in your 20s and 30s, most people are pretty healthy still at that age. But as you get older and you're into your 60s, you're gonna start to feel a little bit different. There's always the exception. Some people say, oh, they feel like they're 20, and that's fantastic. But I believe the difference that you feel between, let's say, 60 and 70, there's a huge difference. I've had people tell me, gosh, I just don't have the energy that I used to have. And I know that for myself, I don't have the energy that I used to have, for sure. So health is, you're going to be your healthiest, in your early years, the beginning of your golden years. You're going to have more energy. You're hopefully still going to feel healthy. Whereas if you want to travel, you should and you can do the things that you enjoy doing, whatever they may be. And if you just love your work so much, then maybe you're one of those people that want to work until they die. And that's okay if that's what makes you happy. But if you're the person that keeps putting off retirement because they want to have more money saved up, then perhaps you should look at an alternative retirement. Something, maybe you can cut down your expenses. Maybe you can move somewhere less expensive. just try to keep an open mind. And if you really, really want to retire, there's usually a way. Yeah, I had a couple of friends. Anyway, they're living just outside Pleasanton, California. Really expensive area. They had a nice home, everything that they really needed, and they decided that they just were kind of tired of the rat race. They felt like hamsters on a wheel. So they decided to move out to the desert, and they're very happy out there. They've been out there for quite a few years now. They drive an old pickup truck. They just live a different lifestyle. They're living in a small town with only a few hundred people. So they went from living what most people would say would be the good life to living in the desert with about 200 neighbors. And there's one small post office there. I believe there's one or two restaurants there, and they're happy, so they got rid of all that stress that they had living in the so-called city, high-tech area. And so for them, they're extremely happy with their move, and just thinking out of the box is something that I think it's good to do. It may enable you to take your retirement without having a couple $1 million in the bank. The third item on this list is money. So do you have enough money to survive? Do you have Social Security? Do you have some kind of medical insurance or Medicare in place? And is it, so if you don't have enough money coming in, you need to look at a few things. Are you living in the most expensive area in the most expensive state in the U.S.? Do you need to be by your kids and your grandkids, and you just are saying, no, I don't want to relocate to a less expensive area? Or are you just kind of stuck in habit where you've been in one place your whole life and you don't want to make a change? And that's okay if that's what you choose to do. But if you have a decent income of some sort, whether it be coming from Social Security, whatever it may be, there are other countries, if that's something you're looking at, and there's a good chance it is, or you probably wouldn't be watching these different YouTubers talking about this subject. So if you're open to that, possibility of moving to another country, then by all means, explore the cost of living in other places and see if that's something you're interested in. So if you want to travel, maybe test it out. Go to a few different countries and see if you like it, and compare, because each place seems to have its pluses and minuses. And some have fantastic health care, some don't. Some places the people are fantastic and friendly and treat you like a king, others don't. So it depends on what is the most important thing to you. And if you can go ahead and retire on your own, and if it's feasible, like I mentioned earlier, your time is limited. So if you can avoid it, my thought is enjoy yourself while you can, because there's no telling when your time will come to an end. It could be at 60, it could be at 50, it could be at 90. So there's just no guarantees for tomorrow. And if you can't afford to retire right now and you're saying to yourself, well, I should just stick it out for another 5 years or so, well, then maybe you could retire and just take a part-time job. Maybe have an online business of some sort. Just something to bring in a little extra cash so that you feel content, you feel safe, like you've got enough money to survive. And if you do, and then test the waters. Yeah, you can always go back to work at the place that you came from if that's what you choose to do. So, and let's see here. Yeah, always if you can do something online where you maybe have an online store, you have some expertise in some field, then that would give you a lot more options. And that's where I believe that's where things are headed. And there's more and more people, more and more digital nomads working online and having the freedom to travel or live wherever they want. And it's kind of a nice feeling not having to be tied down to working under a boss, to be your own boss. So if you've never tried that, I think for most people they enjoy it. But there are some people that enjoy being told what to do and where to be at what time. And that's okay too, if you need that structure. So anyway, I hope this video was enjoyable, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good day or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Hey, thanks again. Bye.